Mateus Anastasio. Number 12, Joe Rosada. Number 10, Luan Guides. Number 21, Will Jocks. Number 4, Captain Freddie Vargas. Number 6, Jeremy Hollings. Number 9, Sean Allen. Number 15, Matt Stein. Number 7, Owen Miller. And number 16, Mateo Cugno. And your Mustangs are coached by Mike Petrides. And now for the starting lineups for your Somerville Highlanders. Number 24, Marcelo Brostiner. Number 26, Patrick Callanan. Number 23, Andre De Oliveira. Number 7, Francisco Fernandez. Number 16, Jonathan Figueroa. Number 8, Junior Firmino. In goal, Luis Guerra. Number 3, Jonathan Macias. Number 10, Tyrone Miranda. Number 4, Julian Murphy. And number 12, Julio Salguero. And your Somerville Highlanders are coached by Mr. George Scarpelli.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Varsity Sports here on Educational Channel 15. Final regular season match for our Somerville Highlander boys varsity soccer team versus arch rival Medford High School here at Dilboy Stadium on the 28th of October. Monday the 28th, I should say. And match just underway. Set the stage. Our Highlanders, 1 loss on the season, 1 draw, the rest all commanding victories. And our Highlanders just getting ready, if you will, for the state tournament. And you can see a goal scored immediately, almost 30 seconds into the match by Medford. So a 1-0 lead for Medford already. The back 3 defenders, I should say, are Juninho, Julian, and Andre De Oliveira. But a little bit of a soft start here for the Highlanders. They're not used to being on the losing end of a match, but 1-0 in favor of Medford. And again, our Highlanders just getting ready for the state tournament here. Here's Patrick Callanan, a save by the goalkeeper who mishandles it, and he scores. So Callanan with his first high school goal, and we have a 1-1 soccer match here. So congratulations, Patrick, with the score. Patrick, of course, a senior here at Somerville High School, and he wears jersey number 25, and he's part of this team that will begin next week the state tournament. And again, as I was saying in my opening remarks, however, I was interrupted by a couple of early goals here. The Highlanders just getting ready for the state tournament. There's been a lot of work done this season as the Highlanders prepare for whoever they meet next week. Dilboy Stadium, of course, here in the afternoons. The solar glare, very tough on the pitch and up here in the booth. Educational Channel 15, proud to bring you Varsity Sports, and again, we bring you Varsity Boys Soccer. There's a whole heck of a lot to think about in the next 48 hours, and actually in the next week here. On Wednesday morning, the MIAA will be having their tournament pairings, so that is when our Highlanders will find out very definitely who they play in the first round. They will most likely be hosting a match here at Dilboy Stadium next week, and possibly as soon as this weekend. After all of the results are in this afternoon, Coach George Scarpelli, I should say coaches George Scarpelli, Tiago Moreira, and Coach Tony Asoy will have an idea of who they will be playing or actually hosting here in the first round. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be hosting a first round match. They only have, again, one loss in the season. They're ranked number 6 in the state. They spent the majority of the season ranked number 1 in the state until the loss to Boston Latin a couple of weeks ago. They have by far been completely dominant of their opponents throughout, with a couple of exceptions. The draw in Lexington back in September, and again, that match a couple weeks ago versus Boston Latin. Very windy, blustery fall, autumn afternoon here at Dilboy. A little bit of a chill in the air. Jonathan Figueroa with the cross. I think if there was one thing that the Highlanders needed to work on, it would be to try to get the ball more often, if you will. I can't believe I'm saying this. To number 10, Tyrone Miranda. He is a 3-time league all-star here in the Greater Boston League. He's Boston Globe and Boston Herald all-scholastic player. And he has also been awarded all New England honors. And I'm sure he wants the ball, and the Highlanders will, I'm sure they're going to work on trying to get him the ball more. He has that nose for the goal, so to speak, and he knows how to score. And he's just magnificent with his feet. There he is right there, just unable. That was a very tough ball for him. Right now, after those first 2 goals in the first minute, these last few minutes have been all Highlanders. They have camped out in front of the Medford goal. And the keeper over there is Kunga Chopak. And I think he's going to have a very busy afternoon. Medford, just about a 500 team. They are in a little bit of a rebuilding season. They're usually quite strong. They're usually evenly matched, if you will, with the Highlanders. Here's Tyrone now from the corner, the cross coming, and a nice cover up by Chopak, and he'll clear. Medford, of course, in a little bit of a down year for them, having a 500 season. And these are the Highlanders just going to work right now. This is, of course, the last home match, which means the seniors will be honored, and that should be taking place at halftime. We are hoping that there are still several more matches for the Highlanders as they hope to advance in the state tournament. Right now, they're just playing this sort of possession style, just trying to keep it all together, working their game. They really do not figure to struggle with Medford today. So they'll continue with their excellence in possession soccer, hopefully here. This is Juninho. He'll cross. And it looks like, not sure if the ball crossed the line or what happened over there. And it looks like an inbounds for Medford. And again, Patrick Callanan with the goal. Congratulations, Patrick. Again, number 25, his first varsity goal. Ball driven in. Number 5 there is Elliot Ripp. Juninho now will drop this ball in front of the Medford goal. Julio with the header, trying to work with Marcelo. And again, Medford kind of reeling in front of their own goal here. Educational Channel 15, proud to bring you varsity sports. Medford versus Somerville. This is usually a very competitive match. Already 1 goal apiece in the first minute. This is really most likely Medford's Super Bowl, if you will. They actually gave the Highlanders about a month ago a very tough match, but the Highlanders came out victorious. They have already clinched the Greater Boston League Championship, something I hadn't mentioned, but they are already, as of a couple of weeks now, the Greater Boston League champions. Again, our Somerville Highlanders. Nice cross there. The Highlanders almost scoring again. And doing business from the corner will be Juninho and Francisco, and they'll be guarded by 2 people. Medford coach Mike Petrittis is very close with George as far as friendship, and I don't think he's going to let these 2 get away with trying to isolate 1 player. Juninho now will cross. And again, the Highlanders in control. And now the Highlanders will settle down, restart their attack, trying to find Tyrone there on the wing. And again, Tyrone all through the spring, summer, and here in the autumn, he's been struggling with the recuperation of his torn MCL, and he's looking a little bit stronger every week, which is very good news. And a timeout has been called. Coach Petrittis wants to have a discussion with his players, I'm sure. And Coach George, of course, will try to go over the finer points of the X's and O's. Mr. Bill Trudell on the camera. My name is Tim Cronin. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the broadcast. The solar glare, awfully tough up here in the booth, of course. And we are just about ready to continue the match here. The players taking the field after that timeout. I'm sure the Medford coach is not really happy with the way things are going right now. Just all Highlanders. Of course, our Highlanders dressed in the white jerseys and red trunks, and they're just kind of like an umbrella in front of the Medford goal. Now the ball being put back into play. We continue action with just under a half an hour to go here in the first half. Again, the last regular season match for the Highlanders. Even though they're honoring the seniors this afternoon, they of course expect to be playing another match here at Dilboy Stadium, hosting the first round tournament matchup against whoever they're grouped with. And Marcelo, a nice foot on the ball there. Marcelo Brosiner, number 24, one of the great seniors. He's absolutely been a wonderful player over these last few years with the program on the varsity. You can see number 7, Francisco Neto. Him and Marcelo sharing the captaincy along with Luis Guerra and Julian Murphy, the sweeper, number 4, Julian. He's right back at midfield. So restarting is Elliott here, working with Jonathan Figueroa, Marcelo, back to Johnny Figs, Juninho, and this is that possession style soccer. The Highlanders in full control here. Tyrone working the ball back. Jonathan, Julian now will drop that ball to the left side. Jamie Keegan, number 20. And that should be a Medford possession. So Medford will put the ball back into play. And our Highlanders getting ready to restart their attack here. Elliott trying to work the ball into Tyrone. Medford is there defensively. Johnny Figs leaving it for Juninho. Juninho back to Julian. And again, the possession soccer here. Elliott working with Julio. Again, some nice movement of the ball here. Johnny Figs, Francisco, Juninho. Ball played in. Elliott, oh, he was marking that top left corner.
Just turned up. They never turned up.
Medford now, as they've been doing for the last 10 minutes of play, so trying to put the ball back into play in front of their own goal, and the Highlanders will take over again, start their attack. Francisco from Juninho. Juninho now, a little bit of penetration here. There's Keegan on the left. Actually, Tyrone, he got a little bit tied up there. You can see Jose into the match, Jose Ayala. This is Elliott controlling things. He has Peru in the middle. There's Marcelo. Marcelo to Peru. Peru now will play it back to Julian, Julio, Juninho. They want to look and play like state champions. That is their ultimate goal, to advance through the tournament. Nice cross by Francisco. Again, all Highlanders here. Peru, Francisco, Elliott. Medford, like so many of the Highlander opponents, just doing a lot of chasing. It's a lot of passes, a lot of quick passes. They've been schooled well. And they're like a well-oiled machine right now. Ball coming in. Julio's there. Marcelo tried to get a leg on it. We're looking at about 25 minutes to go here in the first half. Educational Channel 15 all over this last match of the regular season, also the last home match. And some of the families of the seniors are here, family members I should say, of the seniors are here to honor the 12th graders. Peru now, Elliott, Marcelo, Peru again. Again, some nice ball movement, multiple touches. Johnny Figueroa. Juninho, he's tripped up, and it looks like he will get a call on that. It's a set piece for the Highlanders, so a little bit of an opportunity. I'm sure Juninho's okay. I think he took maybe a cleat to the back of the leg. It's a little bit painful, but he should be fine. So he'll take a break. Setting up shop here, Jose, Tyrone, and Francisco. Tyrone will sprint over the ball. Francisco now tried to drop that ball in front of the Medford goal. Ball's cleared through. We haven't seen Medford really penetrate the Highlander end of the field except for that first goal in the first few seconds of play. Peru playing the ball back to Jose Ayala. Jose trying to play through. Peru now settling to Elliott. And again, all Highlanders, you can hear Coach George bellowing out instructions. Marcelo, Peru, and again, all Highlanders here just looking again like that well-oiled machine, moving the ball around. I think we have to point out here, not to get overly excited about their commanding play here, whoever they play, even in the first round, is going to be a much tougher opponent. An early look at who they might be playing. It could be Lincoln Sudbury, it could be Lexington High School, who the Highlanders already played this season. And there's some very tough teams. It could be Brookline. And they will be extremely tough opponents, whoever they play. And the Highlanders again just going right to work. Julio trying to leave that ball for Tyrone. Medford gets back and covers up. Johnny Figs. Jose. Tyrone. And he can create, can't he? Just amazing with his feet. Elliott dropping that. I think he was trying to find Tyrone. Francisco now. Julio. And again, all Highlanders, they're looking for that quality shot. Jose, he'll cross. Francisco will shoot. And the goalkeeper, Chopak, making somewhat of an easy save. Ball cleared. Julian now resetting with Elliott. Elliott playing the ball back to Julian. And the Highlanders again getting ready to go right to work on that attack. Not to sound cocky, but they are basically toying with Medford right now. But again, the state tournament, whoever they face, will be awfully difficult. This year actually might be more difficult than other years. I think their first round opponent will be a lot more difficult than in previous years because less teams in the bracket have qualified this year. So every match is going to be a real battle for them. This is Fabrice, number 2, coming into the match. He's another one of those seniors being honored. Jonathan Figueroa now starting things off. Jose. Francisco. And again, the attack on for the Highlanders. Elliott. Nice little trickery. He tried to find Fabrice there on the right side. Medford wondering how can they get the ball out of their own end at this point. Fabrice playing the ball back to Johnny Figs. Johnny Figs, Jose. Jose with the cross. And again, Medford back covering up. Johnny Figs. Elliott. And again, Medford having to stay back in front of their own goal here. There's Ethan Sweeting, number 18, seeing some action. Jose with the cross. Oh, and a shot off there. And that was Jonathan Figueroa able to get his foot on the ball and cleared. Julian now will reset. Has to be one of the best sweepers in the state of Massachusetts. Number 4, Julian, Captain Julian Murphy. Francisco, Jose, and again the Highlanders, a little give and go with Francisco. Johnny Figs and Francisco just missing. That was Jonathan Figueroa and Francisco. Beautiful passing combination there, and Francisco just to the left of the post. I think Francisco a little bit upset with himself there that he didn't put that home. And we play on Jonathan Argueta, number 9, sophomore Jonathan Argueta in the match. And he'll play the ball back to Elliott. And Jonathan Argueta, again, very tricky with his feet. He's so talented on the ball. This is number 21, Spencer Pitkin, freshman Spencer Pitkin. Fabrice now. And Spencer will drive this ball through. You can see another freshman up front there, number 17, Series Odovan. Nice move here. Trying to get it to his man. And just all kinds of talent off the bench for the Highlanders here. Some nice work. There's Jonathan Argueta showing that footwork. Again, only a sophomore. And he had a little bit of a passing combination there with Ethan Sweeting. Ball played back. This is Elliott at that sweeper position. Spencer driving through, loose ball, and covered up by Chopak. And Tyrone was right there ready to knock that home. And the goalkeeper, Chopak, I don't know if he took Tyrone's cleat, and he did. So that's a yellow card for Tyrone.
That's exactly what George didn't want to happen.
And he will probably step off the pitch here. So a very tough situation going into the state tournament. Tyrone with a yellow card. We'll see what sort of, if any, punishment he suffers for that one. I'm sure it was inadvertent. He was trying to score, but you really have to control yourself. And we are ready to continue action after that timeout. And unfortunately, Tyrone's suffering. Well, he made the goalkeeper suffer. We have a replacement, it looks like, in goal. Chopak had to leave. And unfortunately for Tyrone, he was issued a yellow card. This is Series Odovan, number 17, freshman at the attack position. Ball is crossed. Oh, and Spencer tried to get a foot on it. Ball played back. Again, all Highlanders here. We're down to about 16 minutes to go in the first half. Spencer resetting things with Elliott. can see Andre, number 23, Andre de Oliveira, back in the match. There's a lot of seniors in this Somerville Highlander program who will be honored at halftime. Ball played to Jonathan Argueta. And Medford now trying to penetrate midfield, see if they can do that. It's been a very difficult first half for Medford outside that goal. And now Medford looking like they will cross midfield, so this is pretty much their second attack of the match. 15 minutes to go here. Nice move. Ball is crossed. And the Highlanders now will they at least momentarily cleared, but this is quite interesting that Medford finally, with under 15 minutes to go here, finally crossing midfield. Spencer. Ethan trying to find Fabrice, a little bit much on that lead. Restarting now again is Medford. Substitutions galore for George. Sarthak seeing some time here on the right wing. And again, several family members in attendance, some student body here for the honoring of the seniors, senior players, which again will be coming up at halftime. The Highlanders attacking and almost scoring again. And I believe that's Chopak back in the match and goal. So it's nice to see him back for Medford. Julio on the corner kick, and Chopak right there for the catch. Nice job of keeping by him. Medford will restart. Nice play by Andre, defending. Sarthak trying to find a move. Or actually, I should say make a move around his man there. And he ran into that sideline, unfortunately. Medford now in the Highlander end, just under 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Ball cleared. This is series, first touch series, and he's defended well. Sarthak trying to work with him. Nice job, boys, winning that. Oh, nice pass. Oh, and the shot, that was Carlos receiving the ball from Series. Sarthak and Series doing a nice job winning that ball and setting Carlos up, and Carlos, a nice turnaround shot. Almost scored. More substitutions. This is number 6, Jason Montiel, seeing some action. Welcome to the match, Jason. Sarthak now working with Ethan. And Ethan will draw that foul. Medford player didn't like that call too much. It was a little bit questionable, I'd say. But number 5, Elliott Ripp, will put this ball back into play. We'll see if he drops it in front of the Medford goal. Incoming. Nice job, nice work there by Carlos. Can he get a shot off? Series, and he scores. 2-1 Highlanders. Congratulations, Series Odovan, and some beautiful work by Carlos. 2-1 Highlanders. So Medford now going to have to regroup, as they are absolutely just being controlled here in this first half. Victor Melendez in the match for Luis Guerra at goal. It's hard to really even mention the goalkeepers for the Highlanders, as they probably have been taking naps, both of them. But now, Medford's setting up in the Highlander end. And they will retain possession here. Looks like they're going to have a corner kick. Trying to see through this tough sun. About 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. And it looks like Medford's going to redo this here. Up here in the booth, it's very hard for us to see that shaded corner. The ball is crossed. And some nice hustle by Carlos. He tried to save that ball. And that's where it gets a little bit dangerous here at Dilboy. The cleats, once they come in contact with the track, you see players slipping and falling all the time, just like Carlos did there. Very dangerous. The surface of the track and these cleated soccer shoes that the players wear, just not a good combination. Ethan now trying to work with Sarthak, and Jason Montiel will put the ball back into play. He's the younger brother of former Highlander great Kevin Montiel. We have just under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. More substitutions. Looks like Medford substituting a couple of players, and we will continue. Got a Medford player down. And it looks like he'll be looked at by the trainer. 6:14 to go here in the first half.
They're going to put my brother in second half?
Has he played yet?
He started.
Yeah, he started. He'll be playing throughout the whole state tourney, right?
No, I know that, but no, like the second half.
And we are continuing our broadcast here of the remaining 6 minutes of the first half. Player for Medford okay, and it looks like Medford will have the honor of putting the ball back into play, and we can play on. And this is Sarthak on the wing. He'll look to cross. Spencer trying to set things up for himself. He's defended well. Regrouping of the Highlanders. A lot of what you would call secondary players on the pitch here for the Highlanders, but this is a group who can beat most teams. This is just an example of the talent and the depth of the Highlander bench here. They have a lot to choose from, and whether you play a lot or a little bit, the talent is always there for the Highlanders. And we hope it can all come together in the state tournament. Nice move here by Carlos trying to get around his man, but he is defended well. Ball played to Fabrice. Good job, Fabrice. Spencer now. Elliott.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Would all the representatives of the senior soccer players report to the concession stand area to prepare for the halftime ceremony? Again, if you were representing one of the seniors for Somerville, please make your way down towards the concession stand. Thank you.
So after that announcement, we should see a bunch of family members kind of moving on to the concession stand. There'll be a little ceremony here at halftime. Medford trying to get some sort of an attack going here, and they'll have a set piece after the physicality. About 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. They'd love to tie this match up at 2. Bill Trudell on camera braving the cold, windy elements of the autumn season here in the Boston area. So an opportunity here for Medford. Shot taken, and that was trying to be placed into the top left corner. Victor now sets the ball. We'll see in what direction he goes with this. He's driving through. Carlos is there. First touch. Spencer. And I think Medford will have possession. Right around 2 minutes to go here in the first half. So our Highlanders will put the ball back into play. And for all the commanding of the ball that they do, they're only up by a goal here. Elliott trying to restart here with Jason Montiel, Sarthak. Ball cleared. Carlos and Sarthak working well together. Highlander possession. Jose now using that speed that he possesses. Jason. Just wondering how much time is left now here to go. The officials have the time on their watch. And that should be halftime, so stay tuned, folks, for our senior presentation. How's Tyrone doing? Do you see him?
Gentlemen, the Friends of Somerville Soccer would like to extend well wishes to the Medford senior class. They're heading to the locker room, but a nice round of applause for the Medford seniors.
With the white shirt. Next thing we release.
Now please direct your attention to the middle of the field as we recognize the class of 2014 in their last regular season home competition. I'll be calling them alphabetically.
That's the white shirt.
All right, senior class of 2014. First up, Captain Marcelo Brosiner, represented by Ken Brosiner and Reza Medeiros. Thank you, Marcelo. Next up, senior Patrick Callanan, represented by Joanna Callanan. Patrick, nice goal, buddy. Next up, Fabrice Charlesius, represented by Carlene Alphonse. Next up, Minix Das Chagas, represented by Jasmine Ramirez. Then we have Andre Eduardo de Oliveira with Andriana de Oliveira and Brianna Xavier. Next up, senior captain Francisco Fernandez with Sandra and Jair Fernandez. Next we have Jonathan Figueroa with Sonia Figueroa and Porfirio Figueroa. Next up, Junior Firmino with Nildet Miranda. Then we have Luis Guerra with Maria Guerra. Next up, Carlos Lopes with Augusto de Oliveira. Then we have Victor Melendez with Maria and Juan Melendez. Make sure you guys are getting some good pictures down there. And then we have Jonathan Macias with Marta Paredes and it's Marta Paredes. Next up, Tyrone Miranda with Nildette Miranda. And then we have Captain Julian Murphy with John Murphy and Liz Perlman. And finally, Julio Salguero with Humberto Salguero. We wish the class of 2014 well. We thank you for your contributions to the Highlander soccer program and appreciate all you have done for the program. Best of luck in your future endeavors, and let's have a great run in the playoffs. Thank you, seniors, class of 2014. Thank you to the family, the supporters, and the friends. And the coaches, Coach George, Tiago, and Tony, and our lovely athletic trainer, Miss Michelle Kelly.
Sure. And welcome back. Second half action, 2-1. Highlanders' last regular season match. And a 2-1 lead is not going to be too comfortable here. They still have to go out there and score some more goals so that they can advance to the state tournament with only one loss and only one draw instead of having another one of each. So hopefully they can put the pedal to the metal here. Here's Fabrice trying to penetrate. Medford, of course, being forced to fall into this defensive shell. Just under 40 minutes to go here in the regular season. Again, congratulations, seniors. However, as we embark on the state tournament, it's a little soon for that, in my opinion, as we have a lot of soccer to be played, hopefully. The Highlanders now looking to begin yet another attack. They will be now, as you can see, attacking from the right side of your screen to the left. Jose. Andre de Oliveira. And the sun, it's kind of nice that it's kind of hidden by the clouds. Ethan working with Sarthak. Series playing the ball back. He has a goal on the day. Medford trying to establish something, some sort of possession, some sort of an attack. But they're finding it awfully difficult. And again, the Highlanders here of Series and Sarthak trying to do some good work. Jose settling that ball. So talented with his feet. Counterattack from Medford. And that'll be slowed down quickly. And again, for the folks at home, we will find out on Wednesday who our Highlanders will be playing in the MIAA state tournament in the North sectional bracket. There are 3 or 4 possibilities. Lexington is one, Lincoln Sudbury is another, Brookline. And the coaches, as early as tonight, once they see some results of other matches, and there's a goal for Medford, and they have just tied this thing at 2. So I wouldn't leave the couch yet, folks. Medford is trying to make a game of this. They want to rain on the, if you will, the senior parade of the Highlanders. So we have a 2-2 match. And as I was saying before the goal, the Highlanders, well, that's assuming they're victorious here, would get an idea of who they're playing as soon as tonight or tomorrow before the pairings. You can kind of make an educated guess of where your opponent lines up in the standings and in the seedings. So we'll see. There's a steal here, and Julio trying to penetrate. Siri's doing a nice job. George, Coach Tony, and Tiago not ready to make any substitutions yet. This 2-2 match. I'm not sure the result of this match will have an effect on their seeding, if they were to either lose or have a draw, that is. And you can see wearing number 18 from the junior varsity, Joao Baptista. So right now there are 2 number 18s in the match for Somerville. You have Melissa Baptista's younger brother, Joao, from the junior varsity brought up, and of course you have Ethan Sweeting. And it looks like the Highlanders will have an inbounds throw in here. After all that command of this match, it's only a 2-2 tie game right now. Ball's crossed. Ethan will shoot off the crossbar. What a shot, Ethan. Series, and he tried to put that home, but Ethan just blasted that. Some of the Medford coaches having a discussion on the sideline there. We play on. Jason Montiel working with Fabrice here on the right side. Good job, Fabrice. Nice move. Defended nicely by Medford. Right around 33 minutes to go in the regular season. Medford trying to steal one here this afternoon. And the goalkeeper, Luis Guerra, will put the ball into play. All right, Luis. He has been placed into this match in the second half. Spencer heading that ball forward. Joao Baptista now trying to do battle, and Medford clears. George wants these youngsters, the players of the future here, to see if they can figure this one out. They're in a tie match, and They need to have this experience, this battle. Joao, nice header off of the cross coming from Fabrice. Nice job, Joao. Just over the crossbar. And there are no Highlanders warming up over there, so it looks like they're going to stand pat, maybe for the whole half an hour to go. We'll certainly be watching the Highlander sideline to see if anyone gets ready to come in. A restarting of the Highlanders. This is Spencer. Series trying to work with Joao there. Sarthak, see if he can take one. Series trying to create. And we'll see if these youngsters, practically all of them underclassmen, with the exception, I believe all of them are underclassmen here, and they're going to have to figure this one out. This is the probably starting lineup of the future for the Highlanders, and they need to try to come through here. We have another junior varsity player wearing jersey number 4. And Medford getting ready to put the ball into play. It looks like a couple of other players getting ready to enter the match here. A couple of the JVs. And the attack is on again. So some more substitutes getting ready for George. Couple guys. Accumulating some varsity experience. Joao Baptista, of course, will be a part of this varsity squad next season. Number 18, well, the other number 18, Ethan Sweeting, will be one of the leaders. Sarthak, Spencer, Jonathan Argueta. You'll have Series, you'll have Matthew Abrantes Sousa, or Matthew Sousa Abrantes. Sarthak, Ethan, Spencer. Ethan now. Jason Montiel with the touch. Jonathan Argueta, now Spencer and Sarthak. Like to see them set up some sort of a quality shot on goal. Like the possession. Opportunity here. Jonathan trying to create. Medford doing a nice job clearing. About 28 minutes to go in this match. And congratulations to coaches George Scarpelli, Tiago Moreira, Coach Tony, and the players for winning yet another Greater Boston League championship. And they are perennial champions, of course. Educational Channel 15. In constant coverage of this soccer team, who will be beginning yet another tournament bid. We remember last November versus Needham, that infamous penalty kick called as Andre was running his man down in front of the Highlander goal, and there was physicality, there was a collision, and the penalty kick awarded to Needham, and that was the difference in the match, and that clinched things and their advancement to the state final. And the Highlanders trying to redeem themselves this year as 26 minutes and change to go here is a little bit of their final preparation as far as match play for the tournament. Our cameraman Bill Trudell all bundled up in the very cold autumn air. He does a great job behind the camera bringing you these pictures. Beautiful skyline here at Dilboy Stadium, especially from up in this press box. Sarthak trying to negotiate here, and right now this is just sitting at 2 goals apiece. And Sarthak is tripped up, so now the set piece will be taken here. Looks like Elliot Ripp will put the ball into play. And Elliott crossing that ball. Nice little hook on the ball, Elliott. Again, so much talent the Highlanders possess. We hope it can all come together again in the state tournament. What? Oh, okay.
I had it written down.
Number 4, Tenzin is his name, up from the junior varsity. Joao, nice steal here. He has series. Nice defending. Carlos trying to work with Joao. Welcome back to the match, Carlos. Elliott doing a nice job directing these youngsters. The regular players for the Highlanders all dressed up in their warm-up outfits. They can cool down. Joao trying to create a goal here. He's tripped up. We continue. And we have some more players for the Highlanders ready to see some varsity action. We'll see who we have coming out here. Looks like more of the players from the junior varsity. Always in these last couple matches of the season, you see this. Many youngsters accumulating their first varsity experience. Jose Ayala, one of them, one of the veterans. And he'll be there to help direct these youngsters. And the ball will be placed. Looks like Jose will put it back into play. Just about 23 minutes to go in the regular season. And the goal, of course, from day one, from the August workouts, I should say, the goal is the state tournament in November. The Highlanders just playing that possession game. This is sort of a tryout for a lot of these boys out here. Some of the coaches evaluating talent for next season. After this afternoon, they'll probably only be centered on predominantly the regular players who will be on the pitch throughout their tournament bid. Nice effort there. And I believe that's Meinix, number 11, almost scoring. So we're down to about 21 minutes to go. Ball is cleared. You can see Ethan Sweeting still in there, Jonathan Argueta, Tenzin, Jose, Elliott, and Jason Montiel, it looks like, in the back line. Medford winning a corner kick. The sun here at Dilboy about to sink behind the trees. Medford with another scoring opportunity. Corner kick incoming, and Elliott with the header. Medford will inbounds the ball. Right. Under 20 minutes to go. And it looks like coming back into the match is Carlos Lopes. Luis will clear. Meinix at the attack position, as well as Spencer. Spencer, as we know, plays a lot of the fullback position. Now he's up top with Meinix. Maybe George sent them both up there because he wants that third clinching goal. He might be happy with a 2-2 draw. Of course, the assumption is that Medford's not going to score again. We shouldn't be assuming that. With just under 19 minutes to go. But always at this time of year, the last week of October, right around Halloween, everyone is thinking state tournaments. Who are we going to play? When's our match? Let's look at the bracket, see what it looks like. And during our next broadcast, of course, which will be the first round match for the Highlanders, we'll go over the bracket and who has qualified, who hasn't qualified. And some potential matchups. Looks like both coaches here sort of treating this match as just sort of a practice workout. Is Jamie Keegan. That's considered a high leg, so that's why the official will award Medford a set piece. They'll put the ball into play from about 50 yards out. Closing down to about 17 minutes to go. What number? Number 15, Carlos Lopes in the middle, and now Jamie restarting with Elliott. Right side, Jason Montiel. Series. I'd love to see the Highlanders attack the Medford goal here, put this one away. And it looks like Fabrice in the match. We play on. Series. Trying to lead his man Fabrice there. Jonathan Argueta. Ball played forward. Series again. Highlander possession. Right around 15 minutes to go here in this match. The state tournament as of Wednesday morning will be upon us. The sun is gone. The clouds are beautiful. The sky is... Bill, maybe we should give the fans at home a look at that sky. That skyline? No? Very attractive skyline there. Picture perfect. Bill, you have such an eye for these things. And the officials now awarding possession to Medford. Ball crossed the line, so we continue. The pace has slowed down a lot. Neither team really doing much attacking at the moment. And this is really an opportunity for a lot of these youngsters to try to impress the coaches. Elliott, Jose, there's Tenzin, Ethan, Jonathan Argueta, Elliott again, Jason Montiel, and he'll drive this ball forward. Down to 13 minutes. Joao trying to work with Series there. Medford trying to begin an attack. Elliott will knock that out. Many of the Highlander players standing, as I'm sure the cold air has gotten to them. They want to get on their feet. You can see Marcelo, Juninho, Julian standing on the sideline, Patrick Callanan. They're going to have to be ready to go next week for sure. It's a series. He has Joao with him, as well as Ethan, Spencer now. Will he get the cross? There's 2 soccer balls out there on the pitch. I think the ball fetcher there kind of lost control of one. Down to about 11 and a half minutes to go. We play on. And Luis Guerra now can wake up from his nap in goal and see if he can put the ball back into play. Just not tested at all, poor Luis. He looks very fatigued. Sarthak coming off. It looks like Fabrice coming back for him. And Luis now with about 10 minutes to go, playing on. Nice hustle by Fabrice here. And he wins that attack. He rounds the corner. Joao, oh, he couldn't get a foot on the ball. Series, Jonathan Argueta. And that ball deflected away, but boy, if Joao could have controlled that ball, that was a nice scoring opportunity. Jose now will put the ball into play. Many of the Medford junior varsity team cheering on their varsity contemporaries. And the header by Spencer. And 3-2 Highlanders with 9 minutes to go. Scoring is Spencer. His dad very proud down there, taking some high fives from some of the other dads. So congratulations, Spencer, on your first varsity goal, and Dad, proud pop. So a 3-2 lead for the Highlanders, right around 8.5, 9 minutes to go. A timeout has been called. And we were really under the impression up here that this thing was going to stay a draw, but Spencer Pitkin putting one home. What? And now, of course, we're just getting ready to complete the last 8.5, 9 minutes of action, depending upon what the official has on his watch. And the Highlanders have just taken a 3-2 lead in this match, and they're just trying to be ready for the state tournament. And the question is, are they a real team now? Are the boys tight? Are they ready to play together and make a real run at the state title? Medford trying to go on the attack here right after the timeout. Series now. He's got Joao with him. Not too much series. Trying to create there. Jonathan Argueta winning that ball. Spencer to Jonathan. Nice little pass there. Trying to thread the needle with Jonathan. Trying to set up his attackers. Jose clearing that forward. Fabrice tried to play the ball. Should be a Highlander possession. And it looks like the official will give the ball to Medford. Ethan trying to restart the ball. Medford, I'm sure, would love to finish their season with a draw against this mighty Highlander team. Darkness just about falling upon us as we're late in October here, and the hours of light that you see every day is obviously lessening, and the clocks will be changing. We are looking at now right around 6 minutes or so, give or take. That ball cleared the line, so Medford will restore play. 3-2 Highlanders. Always battling to the end is Medford. Series now settling the ball. Carlos will launch. Spencer there. He has Joao and Series in the middle. He crosses. And Fabrice almost got a foot on it. Chopak clearing. Just under 5 minutes to go, according to the score clock. Ball played in front of the Highlander goal here. Fabrice clearing through. Series trying to control. Nice move. Joao winning that ball. He has Carlos. Nice play. The attackers stay onside. Nice little attack there, and Medford doing a nice job recovering under 4 minutes to go. The attack on from Medford. Nice ball here. The cross coming. Easy pickup for Luis. Luis, I think it's only his second touch of the ball. Second or third touch of the ball today. Series now. Joao, Carlos. Medford trying to clear. And that foul by Jose will certainly be called. Medford now going to try everything they can to try to score the tying goal in these last couple minutes. Nice header forward. Opportunity here and a save by Luis. And Luis saving the lead for the Highlanders. Beautiful save. And that's just another one of those plays that get you ready for the state tournament, a big save like that. Luis clears. Carlos here working with his man. Got a lot of the junior varsity team out there now. Fabrice. He'll look to cross. Easy pickup for Chopak. Under 2 minutes to go here. Medford trying to start their attack. The ball did cross the line, though. Kind of a mistake there by the player. Just wondering how many seconds there are left to go.
90.
Fabrice trying to win that ball. So, Wednesday are the pairings. Educational Channel 15 will cover the Highlanders' run through the state tournament all the way. And we'll see if they can at least duplicate their advancement of a year ago. The goal, of course, to win the whole thing. And our Highlanders will end the season with, that is the regular season, with 1 draw, 1 loss, and all the rest victories. And we hope that continues in the state tournament. Congratulations, guys. You are the Greater Boston League champions again. Please check out Educational Channel 15 for when that match is. We will see you in the state tournament. Thank you, Bill Trudell. My name is Tim Cronin, and it is off to the state tournament we go. We will see you then.